Hi everyone, I'm Peggy Rometo and this is the Weekly Wake Up. Each and every week we like to slow down, tune in, train ourselves to pay attention to the universe, to our environment, to what is speaking to us, and to be able to listen to that and act on it when appropriate, right? So to do that, we slow down, we use our breath to be able to help us bring us into the present moment so that we can actually perceive what's available for us. All right, so let's practice and go ahead and take 3 long breaths in and out, and then open to what's possible for us this week, what's available for us this week. And as I do that, I invite you to do it with me. And as I talk about things, just notice if it feels true to you, if not feels true to you, if it's maybe for somebody else in your life. And feel free to share this or share the information. Okay, so let's go ahead and just slow down. And if it helps you to close your eyes to bring all your focus into your heart initially, and then drop down into the center of the earth and then breathe up and down 2 or 3 times as a clearing, then go ahead and do that. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so there's a lot happening now in the universe in terms of kind of a clearing has occurred. So everything is wide open. We have this wide open space to be able to give birth to an idea, to our creativity, to something that we wanted to manifest, whether it's having a baby or having a new relationship or getting a project off the ground. There's kind of all signs are green lights, right? Like go ahead. But you don't want to rush, because we also just had a new moon in Cancer, which was just this Friday night. And that energy is a sensitive energy, right? I mean, sadly, it's a sign that's named after Cancer, right? So we just know that it's sensitive and the nature is sensitive. It doesn't mean that it's negative, it just means that it's a sensitive energy. And so you want to be aware of people being overly sensitive, because you want to make the right choices, right? Or the right steps. So even though we've got all these green lights, we want to make sure that we're prepared, that we're ready, that we're acting with right mind, right body, right consciousness. Not just kind of slap something up and hurry up and get it out there because we've got green lights. It'd be better to slow down and to make sure that what you're putting forward is something really that's good quality. It represents you, and it's what you want, right? And if you don't know what you want and you're sitting here in a relationship that you don't like, or a dead-end job, or you're not sure if you should stay in a marriage that's working or not, this is a great time to ask for signs and to ask for clarity. And you can get a lot of that, but you have to be willing to hear the answer, right? A lot of people will ask for signs, and the universe is telling them, leave, 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 or don't stay there, or change jobs, and they're too scared to take action. And so they kind of manipulate the messages that are coming in to mean something that they're not. So just notice if your fear's involved, if your fear's in the way, that can be a problem for you. So this week, there's a lot of information that's coming forward to help us in our life, to get us to move forward, and to reassure us that it's going to be okay. And some really great, terrific things are happening. So some of you may have just gotten some good news, or just made an introduction with somebody that can really help you get a new job, or open the door to a greater sense of who you are. So you may be working with a new therapist. There's a lot of different ways in which the universe can help us. And this week in particular, you're going to see some movement in areas of your life that are important to you. So, and what you have to be willing to do is be willing to answer the call, right? You have to be willing to go, oh yeah, okay, I'm an addict, and this is the 3rd person this week that's talked to me about it. Or, you know what, this is the 2nd person in 2 days that has questioned my motives, or questioned, am I really doing the right thing, right? The universe talks to us through other people and through our own knowing. And so this week you're going to get messages about the things that you're doing right and the things that you're doing maybe not so right. So you got to be paying attention and listen to it, because there will be crystal clear and loud, okay? So let's see what else is going on for us this week. Okay, it's going to also require patience for you to get what you want, to make things happen, or to maybe It could be that it's taking you longer to get things done than you had anticipated. Just don't get down on yourself. Resist the temptation to, sabotage yourself because things are taking a little longer. And whether that means you're on a diet and it's not happening, or as I mentioned earlier, you're trying to get pregnant and it's not happening, just know that the information is here to help get your body in alignment. So maybe you're on the wrong kind of diet, or maybe you don't have the right supplements to support a pregnancy, right? So just be asking different questions of the universe. You want to go, okay, show me what I'm missing, or show me what is better for me, or show me what I need so that I can get pregnant, or I can get that next job, or I can attract the right relationship in my life, right? So you want to make sure that the questions you're asking are specific. And if it's not working, ask a better question, ask a different question. The universe is wide open this week to be able to give us that answer. Okay, so what else is up for us this week? So with travel, with everything, take your time, don't rush. There's a lot of actions happening, and so just take your time. So there's no, leave early for appointments, leave early for your vacations, in terms of getting to the airport or starting out on a journey. If things happen, don't get flustered and think, oh my God, I'm behind. No, you're right on time, okay? So when those things happen, you're right on time, and just remember that. My son was traveling across the country this week, and there was a dust storm. There was, or a really bad, not quite a hurricane, but tropical storm. So he had all these delays along the way. And you know what? He was on time. So you have to, even though in his mind he was late, you have to remember you're on time. You're always where the universe wants you to be. And if you have that mindset, you can let go of a lot of worry. And this week is one of those weeks where, there's a lot of positive things happen, but there's a sensitivity, right? And so even though things are great and good, in our overenthusiasm about something that's going on for us, we may inadvertently hurt somebody else's feelings who maybe is not having such a great day. So being sensitive to what other people are going through is really important this week. So there's a chance on Monday to take care of something that's been sort of hanging over your head for a long time. It could be anything from like a court date, a traffic violation, insurance for your car, but it feels like it has to do, getting your car fixed or repaired or oil changed. It feels like it has something to do with your transportation that hasn't been done, whether that means you need to renew your bus pass or you need a new one. There's just these things with your transportation. It could even be, or just a reminder to buy a plane ticket, right? So there's transportation is coming up on Monday as being able to handle some things that have been kind of put on the back burner, and now it's time to move forward and get it done. So there's also, let's see what else is available for us this week. There's also something that you haven't been able to get to that's been locked away. And whether that's information or whether it's somebody has held on to something of yours and it's been lost and now it's found, but it's something that's unlocked that you're now able to get. And that feels more like midweek, Tuesday or Wednesday. And it could even be an appointment that you were trying to get with somebody, and now you got a green light and you get the appointment. So if there's something, if you think about in your life, if there's something that just hasn't happened yet, or you really wanted to get it, or it's locked up, or if it's actually a physical item and you've broken up with somebody and they have that physical item of yours, try again midweek to get it back, right? Or to ask for it back in the kindest way possible, because people are sensitive. And but you should have some success in being able to get what was locked away will be unlocked. Okay, so what was locked away will be unlocked. That's midweek. Okay, so what else is in store for us this week? Okay, so remember how I said some people, there's a real sensitivity going on, and some people just won't get the message, and some people will just, do what they're going to do. And so you may see these unfortunate, people, blowing up, having explosions. I don't mean literal. I mean just, emotional breakdowns, right? Emotional challenges. And because they're not paying attention to slowing down, or they're wanting something that is inappropriate for them, so they're heading down the wrong path. So you may see some in your environment, some people having some, crash and burn moments. And what there is to do is just send empathy, give care, right? But don't get sucked into the drama. You want to make sure that you're somebody who is a stand with certainty that things will get better, right? Because that's, as we create our intention, is how we create our reality. So if you can see that what's going on for somebody else and send love and light to it, or if you're actually close enough to be able to help, do so without falling into their struggle, right? And so you may have an opportunity to help somebody this week that is struggling without falling into the struggle themselves. So just pay attention to that so that you can actually be of help or of service to somebody, because it does no good for both of you to be face down in grief or both of you to be face down in the struggle, right? Okay, so I'm just asking if there's anything unexpected for all of us this week. Yeah, there's an unexpected creative twist and turn that can really open up, that can lead you to something that you had thought you always wanted. So there's going to be some huge, big success moments for some of us this week that you had maybe dreamed about, and now it can actually show up. So there's this huge opening. So make sure that you use your courage, pick up the phone, make those phone calls, get the connections, get the meetings, ask your favors. The universe is like listening. Put your prayers out there and then take action. And they're just showing me some things can happen really, really fast. So don't be surprised when you get the yes, and don't be surprised when you find yourself on the cover of the magazine, or you find yourself getting and landing that perfect job or that perfect soulmate connection, or discovering that you're pregnant, right? Because this is a week of potential and possibilities. So enjoy it, everyone. Have a fabulous, wonderful energy with this new moon, and all you Cancerian babies, happy birthday to all of you, and wish you all a wonderful week, and I'll connect with you again next week.